Microsoft's last big sale of the year is going on right now, and I'm going to take you through all the sales and point out which games I think are worth picking up this holiday. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. So the Xbox countdown sale for 2017, they always have this end of the year sale, and it officially starts tomorrow, the 22nd, and it runs from the 22nd to January 4th, although all the discounts are available right now. Like you can buy them from the store or the website. They just won't be a landing page on the console yet, and I always use Store Parser to show you guys the deals because I actually own the majority of these games, and you wouldn't actually see how much the savings would be with it. Now, keep in mind, you get more percentage off, a bigger discount. If you are gold, you get usually an extra 10%, and they are selling Xbox Live Gold for like $1 right now, so you can get that if you want. There's also Xbox Game Pass for $1, which gives you like 120 games, and you can gift those things. So keep in mind, not only can you buy all these games for yourself, you can also gift these games to a friend, although there are limitations on that. I believe you can only gift, I think it's 10 of one title and 14 discounted titles in a 2-week period. I'm not exactly sure. Make sure you kind of find out the rules with all that stuff because there are limits to digital game gifting going on here. So you'll notice right away that a lot of these games that are on sale were just previously in the Black Friday sale. So I'm going to try to quickly go through these games and point out the ones I think are worthy of a purchase. I know these videos can be a little bit long, but hey, this is why we play video games. It's about the games at the end of the day, and I wanted to point out some of the good ones, I think, and maybe stay away from some of the bad ones and the ones that are quick for gamer score. So right off the bat here, Abzu is $10. I actually really enjoyed this game. It's kind of a swimming, walking simulator, but I think it's a really cool game that's worthy of a purchase. You have Agents of Mayhem on sale, from the Saints Row developer for $25. I think it's a good title for $25. Check that out. Alan Wake for $250 and back compat, always a good deal. Then you have the Assassin's Creed titles, all basically on sale. Assassin's Creed 1, Brotherhood, the Chronicles Trilogy, which is 3 games, Assassin's Creed 3, Black Flag, Origins, Rogue, Syndicate. I mean, they're basically all on sale. They're all great. I mean, I love the Assassin's Creed. Personally, you could probably get the Ezio collection for $20. That comes with Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2 and I forget the one after that, but there's 3 games in that one. There's 3 games in the Assassin's Creed Chronicles trilogy. A couple of those are actually really good. I really enjoyed the first one. But it's really up to you. $40 for the new Assassin's Creed Origins was going to be a lot of people's top 10 list. I'm a little burnt out on open world games yet, so I haven't really played much of it. But if you've been waiting for Assassin's Creed, well, there's a whole bunch of them on sale. Astroneer is a pretty cool game that's in game preview. You can play it in 4-player co-op. It's $12 if that's your thing. Aven Colony is a city management, but on an alien planet. I actually quite enjoyed that game, so I think it's a pretty cool game for $17. But let's keep on moving. I'm gonna try to keep this pretty short. Axiom Verge is a great game for $10. Check that out. Bastion is a must for $7.50. It's a great XBLA title. They remastered it for this gen. Love it. Play it if you haven't. And we have the Batman games right here. Arkham Knight for $10 or $16. I think it's an amazing pickup. So pick it up. It's a great game. Plus you have the Return to Arkham, which comes with 2 games for $10. Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. Pick that up. It's a must-have. I really enjoyed the Telltale Batman games, and they're both on sale, the complete seasons. I haven't played Season 2 yet, so I'm not sure if it's worth the $15, but Season 1 was really good, and I think it's worth $7.50. Battleborn, $7.50, but I don't know, man. That's entirely dependent on people playing online, so I would probably skip that. Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 for $32, that's an absolute must, and if you haven't got the Premium Pass, well, that's on sale for $15. I really enjoyed Battlefield 1. I thought it was the best Battlefield in quite some time, and Titanfall 2 is pretty amazing. Of course, then you have all the BioShock games on sale. I would recommend the collection for $20, although if you don't have an Xbox One, I mean, you have BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite on sale on backwards compatibility. Either way, they're must-plays. You have to play BioShock at some point. One of my favorite franchises. and my game of the generation last year, BioShock 1. Black to Fall is a pretty interesting game, short $10, easy 1,000, as well as Black and White Bushido for $6.50. So that 2 games right there, super easy thousands. Black to Fall is kind of limbo-esque, but not as good as it. So only really get it if you're interested in gamer score. We have the Borderlands games on sale, although I would recommend you get the Borderlands Handsome Jack collection. It comes with both games on the Xbox One for $20. I think that's a good price. Fallout 3 is on sale for $3, basically, or whatever it is for back and pat. Bulletstorm remastered for Xbox One for $13. I really like this game, so I would actually recommend it if you want to get that zany first-person shooter kick. It's a very unique first-person shooter as well, so I think it's worth it. Whole bunch of Call of Duty games on sale. Call of Duty 2 is great for $10. I'm not really that much of a fan of Black Ops or Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare Remastered for $30. That's a tad bit expensive for it being a remastered of an old game and coming out last year, so I would kind of hold off and maybe wait till it gets cheaper, although these games hardly ever do. $45 for Call of Duty World War II, the game that just came out last month. I think that's a good price. I really enjoyed the single-player campaign, and I enjoyed the multiplayer more than I have in recent Call of Duty games, so I think that's a pretty good price. Call of Juarez Gunslinger for $3.75. Pick that game up. It is really good. Candleman, $10. Pick that up. It's going to be in my top 10 indie game video for the end of the year. I really, really enjoyed Candleman. Child of Light, I think, is a good game for $4.50. Resident Evil, I'm pretty sure all the Resident Evil games are on sale. Conan of Exiles is on sale, but the less said about that, the better. Cuphead, absolutely pick this game up. $16, another game that will be in my top 10 list, as well as my top 10 indie game. So $16 for Cuphead is great. The Dark Souls games are on sale as well. Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 and 3, they're pretty cheap. So if you haven't played them, maybe now's the time. Dead Island Definitive Edition for $5. I mean, you can't go wrong for $5. It is a pretty cool co-op game. So if you have someone to play it with, it might be worth it. All the Dead Rising games are on sale, from Dead Rising 1, Dead Rising 2, the Case West, Dead Rising 4, which is $13, and the $4 season pass. You get all 3 games for $23. So I know this was like the same deals as Black Friday, or basically. So if you missed your chance then, you can probably get them now. Deadpool's on sale again, but I believe that was just delisted. If it's still available and you really want Deadpool, you might want to jump on it. Destiny 2, I mean, I enjoyed my time with it. I was only looking for a 50-hour experience. I don't really care about the rest of it. I would imagine most people probably already have it if they want to. But keep in mind, all these games you can gift to friends, so you want to keep that in mind in case you want to digitally gift stuff to your friends. The Deus Ex games on sale. Mankind Divided for $9. I think that's a pretty good deal. You should probably think about picking that up. The Dishonored games are all on sale, from Dishonored Definitive Edition, Dishonored 2, Dishonored Death of the Outsider. I recommend any of these. And if you're interested in the series, well, obviously the complete collection is probably the one you should go for $40. You can't go wrong. Stealth games. Oh man, I just really love the Dishonored series. Devil May Cry for $10, the reboot. I think that's an awesome game. Get that. Doom for $20. If you haven't played Doom yet, I haven't played Doom. I'm waiting for the X patch, and I'm gonna play that and review it, because it came out at a time where I couldn't really get Gamerscore because I was waiting to break 1 million at E3. But awesome game nonetheless. I played a few levels of it. Dragon Age, it's like $13 for the Game of Year edition. If you're looking for a really long, in-depth RPG, check out Dragon Age. What else we got here? Elite Dangerous. People swear by this game. Standard edition's $12, or the deluxe edition's $30. I'm not a really big fan of these type of games, but maybe you will be. Enter the Gungeon's a really good game. I recommend that for $7.50. I would take a pass on Evolve, even though it's $7.50. Just like with Battleborn, I don't really think there's a lot of people playing, so I would skip that. And you can tell I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible because I don't want it to be that long of a video. The Fable games are on sale through backwards compatibility if that interests you. All the Fallout content is on sale. The DLC and the game's on sale for $20, and just this game just got X enhanced. So if you're on the, if you're looking for Fallout, all the content's there. All the Far Cry games are on sale. So Far Cry 3, Back Compat, Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal. Pretty good prices too. $16 for Far Cry 4. I think that's a must at that point. And $20 for Far Cry Primal is great as well. I love the Far Cry games. Can't wait for the Far Cry 5. FIFA, less said about the sports games, better. I'm not really that much of a fan. Final Fantasy Type 0 for $10. It's a pretty good price. I would recommend Final Fantasy 15 for $20. Although for $10 more, you can get the digital premium edition. That has a bunch of DLC with added achievements and new episodes. I think that's the version to get. For Honor is a pretty cool game. If you have friends to play with online, $23 is a pretty damn good price. So I would check that out. You can skip Fortnite because only people care about the Battle Royale mode, and that's free. You don't want to actually have to pay for the worst part of the game, and that's like the actual like co-op building stuff. So don't even bother spending money on Fortnite. Just play Battle Royale mode. Forza Horizon 3, yes, I would pick this up. The standard edition's on sale for $25. Totally worth it. And the expansion pass is on sale as well, I believe. But best racing game of all time. And it's getting X enhanced, I believe, on January 15th. So one of the best looking games out there. Gonna look better. Forza Motorsport 7 is on sale for $38 for the standard edition. It's pretty cheap. And these games are also Xbox Play Anywhere. Game of Thrones, the entire season, $5. But I think it's their worst Telltale games. All the Gears of War games are on sale. Back Compat 1, 2, 3, basically on sale for $5 a piece. Gears of War 4 is on sale for $20. Must pick that up at $20. Skip Judgment. And if you really want to play Gears of War 1 but don't want to play Back Compat, I would get Gears of War Ultimate Edition for $10. So you can get Gears Ultimate and Gears 4 for $30. That's pretty good right there. Pretty good deals here. A lot of good stuff here. Get Even, I've heard a lot of good stuff about. It's half off, but I have not yet been able to play it. Grand Theft Auto for $30. It's the game that just won't go away. It came out in 2013, and it's an amazing game. I don't care about the online, but if you're looking for the single player, then I would pick that up as well. Halo 5, $15, although this game is in Game Pass and you can get for $1. A lot of these games are in Game Pass. Keep in mind what you can get for $1 or $10 a month to save yourself some money. But I really enjoyed Halo 5 Guardians. I think it has the best multiplayer in the series since Halo 2. So I really enjoyed that. Can't wait to see what they do for 6. Halo Wars 2 is on for $16. I think that's a good price. So if you've been waiting for a big deal on Halo Wars 2, want an RTS to play, I think $16 is great. Pick up Halo Wars 2. Homefront is on sale for $9. It's Xbox One X enhanced. Digital Foundry said it's games like a completely different game now. Or you can get the whole thing for $10. It comes with all the DLC, extra achievements. That might be interesting to you. I bought it, but I have yet to play it. I got so much stuff. Hue, I really enjoyed this game. It's $3. I think it's a really cool color puzzle platformer. I highly recommend it for $3 if you're looking for something to play. Injustice 2, yes, pick this up. $25 if you're into fighters or you're into DC Comics. Has a great story. Buy. Inside, of course, my game of the year last year. What more needs to be said about one of the masterpieces of the genre for $10. Pick that up. Whole bunch of Back Compat stuff here for Just Cause 2 and Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park Easy 1000, $4. I mean, it's not a great game, but easy gamer score. Just Cause 3, haven't played it, but it is pretty cheap. I don't think it necessarily runs better on the X either, but whatever. Killer Instinct Definitive Edition, that's all 3 seasons packed together for $20. Whole bunch of achievements you can get. It's a great fighter. A lot of people play it. I would actually recommend it for $20. Killing Floor 2 for $23. That's a decent price for this game. It is basically Left 4 Dead. So if you have people to play with in co-op, I think it's like up to 6 people, I would get it then. But if you don't have people for co-op, don't even bother. It's a co-op. It's a co-op game. So if you don't have friends to play with the co-op, don't even bother getting it. Kona's $10. It's a pretty good price. LA Noire is 25% off, so it's $10 basically off $30. I'm not the biggest fan of this game, and it's a pretty soft drop. Hasn't dropped that much since it came out a month ago. I would wait for a bigger drop. Disneyland Adventures, who was asking for this game in 4K, right? Am I right? Lara Croft, Temple of Osiris, pretty cool games for $3 if you don't have it. I would get it. Layers of Fear, it's a pretty cool game for $8. Don't go in expecting a lot, but for $8, you really can't go wrong. So we're getting towards the end. Whole bunch of Lego games on sale. If that's your thing, this might be the time to stock up on some Lego games. I played all of them up until a certain point, and then I just stopped. So all these ones here I've yet to play. Life is Strange, I think for $5 is a must play, so pick that up if you haven't. Before the Storm's not as good, but it is on sale for $17, so if you're interested in the story or want to go from, Life is Strange 1 to Life is Strange 2, there it is. Little Nightmares, absolutely $10. I wholeheartedly recommend it. It's a great game, being my top 10 indie games list of the year. Livelock is a pretty cool game for $5 if you want a co-op game. This is a 3-player co-op. I think it's pretty cool, so for $5, pick it up if you got friends to play it with. Lost Odyssey for Back and Pat, yes. Great RPG for $6. Mad Max, yes. $10. Pick that up as well. Madden 18, if you're looking for this year's Madden, it's $25. It's got that long shot mode I've heard a lot about. Check it out, although it'll be in EA Access pretty soon. They usually come in EA Access usually around the time the Super Bowl starts. Mafia 3 for $16, or the whole thing for $24. This expansion pass for $15. Pretty good price. It's X enhanced as well. It's looking good. It's running good. I've yet to play it, although it's on my list. I got so many games to play, it's hard to get through them all. But there is Mafia. Maze, skip that no matter what the price, unless you're looking for an easy 1,000 gamer score, which it is. Manuel Samuel for $2. Pretty interesting game, and for $2, well, you can't really say no. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, if you're into fighters and haven't bought that yet and you like the Marvel vs. Capcom series, now may be the time, although I would imagine that would drop even further the longer you wait. Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series, for the whole season is on sale for $10. It's not very good. Easy 1,000 gamer score. I would only get it if you're fans of the Guardian Galaxy and you like the Telltale stuff. Marvel Ultimate Alliance bundle, that's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. It's pretty cool Marvel beat 'em up, man. I really enjoyed those games when I played them on the 360. Once again, way better in co-op. Not sure if it's worth playing by yourself, so consider buying it if you have people to run through it with. Mass Effect 1 is on sale for $5, of course. Andromeda is on sale for $16. It's a pretty good price for the game, although a lot of people didn't like it. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, love this game for $8. Metal Gear Solid 5, the Definitive Edition, for $20. Yes, people love that game. We got so many Game of the Year awards when it came out. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, $10. Absolutely, that is a must-buy at $10. The new game, Shadow of War, for $41. Hasn't dropped a lot since it came out in October. So if I'm sure if you wait a little bit longer, it'd have been cheaper. And I think it was even cheaper during Black Friday. I haven't gotten into it yet because I kind of burnt out on open world games, but there it is. Minecraft Season 1 Story Mode and Season 2 Story Mode are both on sale. Season 1 is okay. It has some good episodes, some bad ones. I have yet to play Season 2, although I did buy it because it is only $12.50. Mirror's Edge Catalyst for $10. It's also in EA Access. It is a pretty cheap game, although a lot of Mirror's Edge fans didn't particularly care for it. Monopoly Plus for $7.50, or Monopoly Family Fun Pack. Only get those games if you're interested in the gamer score, because they are insanely easy. Same thing with Mr. Pumpkin Adventure. It's $2. It's $2. Although it is a point and click adventure game basically, and it's an easy 1,000. So only get that really if you're interested in the gamer score. There's actually not much else to do in that game. Murder Soul Suspect, I actually quite like this game, so I would recommend it for $4. Although this was a Games with Gold game back in the day. N++ for $11, I wholeheartedly recommend that if you're a fan of N+. I think the game is pretty awesome. Although it was on PlayStation and PC a couple years ago, it finally came to Xbox now. NBA Playgrounds is $10, fun game, although it was just added to Xbox Game Pass, so keep that in mind. The new Need for Speed is $30, which is half price. It just came out a month ago, so some people like it, some people don't. I played it for a couple hours. It seems all right, although I hear the grind for kind of gets really huge at the end. What else we got here? Observer for $20. Yes, I really, really enjoyed Observer. I have a review up on my channel. So check it out if you're really interested. It's like a detective game. It's from the Layers of Fear devs, but it's better than Layers of Fear, so I really enjoyed that game. Ori and the Blind Forest for $10. Absolutely pick up this masterpiece. It's one of my favorite games of the whole generation, and I can't wait for the sequel, so buy that game. Outbreak, skip. Overcook, buy it if you have local people to play it with. It's a lot of fun. Overwatch, if you have friends to play it with, I mean, you should know by now if you want to get into Overwatch, but it is on sale. It doesn't go on sale that often. They do have a lot of free game weekends. Pac-Man, skip. Payday, only get Payday. It's $20, or what is it, $16? $8. It's $8 for this version, but only really get that if you have friends. It's just like those other co-op games. If you don't have friends to play Payday with, you're kind of just wasting your money. So if you have other people to play it with, then I would consider it. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is like $12 for the deluxe edition, or $10 for the regular one. Great game indeed. I love Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Prey, $25. I think that's a good price. I really enjoyed Prey. It might make my top 10. I'm not sure yet. But for $25, you might find some enjoyment out of that. But just be careful, because it's a very divisive game. Very divisive. Prototype bundle, only really get that if you're interested in Prototype 2 or Prototype 1. They're not really much remastered. Quantum Break for $20. It's been cheaper before. I really like this game, but I'm sure it'll be cheaper in the future as well. So it is updated for the X, as a lot of these games are. So maybe now might be the time to get into Quantum Break. Rayman Legends for $5. Absolutely love this game. It's a God. Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins are some of the best platformers out there. I love both those games. I would recommend Rayman Legends because a lot of Rayman Origins is in Rayman Legends, so I would buy Rayman Legends for $5. Recore, $15. Not a bad price. You'll get the definitive edition when you get it. What else to say about it? I mean, I stopped playing after a few hours. I probably will get back in it. It is an X enhanced, so keep that in mind. Red Dead Redemption, everybody loves this game. Sequel's coming out this year, or 2018, for $10. Can't go wrong. Great game. Buy it. All the Resident Evil games are on sale, so $10 for Resident Evil 0, $8 for Resident Evil 1, $8 for Resident Evil 4, $8 for Resident Evil 5, $8 for Resident Evil 6. I think those games are worth buying, and I believe there's a bundle hill that bundles them all together, but 4 is obviously the best of the bunch, and then Resident Evil Remake. Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 are worth a playthrough, I think, at that price point, although Resident Evil 7 is the winner here, because I love this game. It's going to be my top 10 game of the year, so I think $25 is, yeah, you have to get this game for $25 in my opinion. Haven't played Revelations or Revelations 2, so I'm not really sure about those, but all the Resident Evil games are on sale, and like I said, 4, 5, and 6, they're $8 a piece. That's right? Yeah, they were $8 a piece. That's $24, so you barely save any money, but they have them bundled together. So Rise of the Tomb Raider is on sale as well. Absolutely, I would buy this game. So it's $19. It's X enhanced. It's one of the better X versions of a game, and the game is fantastic anyways. So if you haven't played it, you haven't bought it yet, you haven't, if you know somebody who hasn't played it yet, then gift them, right? Because all these games you can gift to your friends. Rocket League is awesome, so I think that's totally worth $11. Let's see what else we got here. Ruiner, another game that's going to be my top 10 indie games of the year for $13. I think it's a great game. Pick it up if you're really into twin-stick shooters with the cyberpunk story. Rise, this was free. It's on sale now for $7.50. I think it's totally worth that. So experience one of the better launch games for the Xbox One, in my opinion. I really enjoyed Rise, and I wish it was getting a sequel. Saints Row 4 Reelected, yeah, for $8 is pretty good, although this is usually bundled in better packages. But I think Saints Row 4 is a good game. Get Out of Hell, no, not really, but the Shadow Warrior games are on sale. Scream Ride's on sale. What else we got here? Adventure, Skylar and Plex Adventure on Clover Island is an easy 1,000. It's kind of like Ratchet and Clank a little bit, so if you enjoyed that, you might enjoy this one for $4.50. We get up to the end here. Sleeping Dogs, yes. If you didn't get this with Games of Gold or just didn't play it in 360, totally worth $4.50. So buy that. Sniper Elite 3 for $12. I enjoyed 3 over 4. I think $35 for Sniper Elite 4 is way too expensive for how old it is, and I like 3 better. So buy 3, skip out on 4 unless you have a co-op partner to take you with, through the game, because you can play those games in co-op. Fractured Butthole, the new South Park, is out for $40. It hasn't dropped price yet, so if you haven't bought it yet, now may be the time. South Park Stick of Truth, I think, is an awesome game, totally worth the $8. So play it on the 360 or the remastered version on the Xbox One. What else we got here? Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $35. The multiplayer is a, cluster, because a cluster F of epic proportions because of the whole loot box scandal, and the single player campaign really doesn't hold up. That's really up to you for $35. I honestly can't really recommend it just as you want it to play the single player campaign, because it's very short. It's only going to take you 3 or 4 hours to run through it. However, if you can rent this from Redbox to experience it, it might be worth it then. But I wouldn't buy it. Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 and 2, cool Star Wars games. Back compat. State of Decay 1, if you want to get ready for the second one, that's on sale for $750. Sunset Overdrive, yes, pick that game up. It's on sale for $750. Although I recommend the deluxe edition for $1250 because that comes with both DLCs. Super Cloud Built is a, runner's dream, speed running. It's very hard, $10. Super Lucky's Tale, you know what? I know this game gets a lot of hate out there. I enjoyed my time with it. I have a review up on there. So for $20, if you want to have your kid play with you, it's a fun basic platformer in my opinion. So Super Time Force, I actually would recommend that for $450, although that was Games with Gold. Tacoma for $10. That's a walking simulator, very easy, 1,000. I don't think it's as good as Gone Home and some of the other walking simulators. So, I know some people just don't like those type of games. Keep that in mind. Tacoma is one of those type of games. Tales from the Borderlands, whole season is $375. Hell yeah, this is the best Telltale game. So pick it up if you haven't already, because I know it was just free. Tekken 7's on sale for $30. The Culling, they're stopping development on the game for $16.74. So, is it worth picking up now? The Crew for $12, although Crew 2 is going to be coming out pretty soon, so it might just be worth waiting for Crew 2. Whole bunch of Elder Scrolls Online stuff here. Skyrim, once again, on scale for $25, although I think it was just cheaper on Black Friday. But if you're jonesing to play Skyrim again, it is X enhanced. There you go. So we got Evil Within sale here. So the first Evil Within for $660 or for $15, which comes with all the DLC. And then Evil Within 2 for $35, although this was cheaper Black Friday a month ago. It was $30, so it's a little bit more expensive. I hear a lot of good things about it. I haven't gotten to play it yet myself. Legend of Korra for $375. For $375, it's actually a pretty good game. Full price, not so much. What else we got? The Telltale stuff for The Walking Dead. That's all up to you. And if you like these games, they are pretty cheap. $10 for New Frontier, $4 for Michonne. Season 2, $6, Season 1, $6. They've all been like Games of Gold, and they're all easy thousands, so keep that in mind. Witcher 2, yes, for $3, buy that game so you can play Witcher 3, which just got an Xbox One X patch, 4K and performance mode. So whether you want the, have this version and you can buy the DLCs, or you can get the complete edition. Keep in mind, both versions I think have 2,000 gamer scores, so you can basically double up on it. So absolutely buy The Witcher for $20. Wolf Among Us, get that. It's been free before, but it's I think my second favorite Telltale game. Thief for $4. Ooh, I think it's a bad game. It was Games with Gold at one point, I believe. But for $4, it's hard to say no to a game that's $4. But just keep in mind, I didn't really enjoy it. Titanfall 2, I mentioned before, absolutely. I would buy the one that came with Battlefield 1 if you don't have it, but if you have Battlefield 1 but don't have Titanfall, $16 for Titanfall 2 is worth it just for the campaign alone. It's so great. Here we go with Ghost Recon, $28 for the deluxe, or $24 for the standard edition. I'd recommend this game if you have a crew to play with. They just added that Predator that stalks the jungle and stuff. If you have a crew to play with, then I would get this game for $24. If you are looking solo, it's not that great of experience in my opinion. Rainbow Six Siege on sale. Man, this game's always on sale. It's always got some free plays. Check it out. If you, like I said, a lot of these games, these multiplayer games, these co-op games, if you have people to play it with, and they're going to play with you for a long time, they're totally worth it. Like Rainbow Six Siege for $20 is a great game. You'll love it. But then you have Year 2 Gold Edition for $32, and Year 3 is about to come out. So if you get the Year 2 Gold Edition, I think you get everything, or the Complete Edition. There's so many different versions, but I mean, if you're into multiplayer, Rainbow Six Siege is one of the best multiplayer games out there. The Division for $15, you know what? That's a pretty damn good price, in my opinion. I would buy that just to experience the Division and see what they change for Division 2. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, I would buy that for $7.50, although it's been Games of Gold. And then even I would recommend Tomb Raider Underworld for $3 and back compat. I really enjoyed that game, but I love the Tomb Raider games. Tomb Raider Devastation's on sale for $10. Fall of Cybertron's on sale for $10. The Rise of the Dark Spark. Rise of the Dark Spark's an easy $1,000, although not a very good game. Fall of Cybertron's a really good game. I'd get that for $10. It's also about to be delisted. And Devastation's supposed to be pretty good too, as well. Trials Fusion, $8. It's been Games of Gold. I'm not a fan of Trials at all, but I know a lot of people do like it. UFC 2, $16, but that's in EA Access as well. What else? Red Dead Redemption, Valley, Verdun. Coming up to the end here, finally. Virginia for $4. Absolutely, I wholeheartedly recommend that game. Once again, I gotta mention, it's a walking simulator, and there's no dialogue in this one, so some people probably will not like it. Voodoo Vince on sale for $7.50. I think that's a pretty good price for, a remaster from an original Xbox game. Watch Dogs 2 for $18. Yeah, you know what? $18, I think that's a really great price. I'd get that. It's much better than Watch Dogs 1. What Remains of Edith Finch, one of my favorite games of the year, for $12, $13 basically. Like I said, it's a walking simulator, so that might not be your thing, but maybe it is, because this is the best walking sim ever made. It's such a great game. And then finally, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, on sale for $35. Was cheaper during Black Friday, but this is also going to be one of my games in my top 10 game of the year. I really love Wolfenstein 2. I think it is great. So that's it, guys. We went through all the stuff that kind of jumped out at me in this sale. Keep in mind that it's going on from, you can go buy the games right now. There'll be a landing page on the store. It runs from December 22nd to January 4th. A lot of games in here, a lot of great games, cheap games, a lot of games with the 1,000 gamer score. Keep in mind that you can get gold for $1. You can get Game Pass for $1. A lot of games in here that are in Game Pass, so you might want to save some money. And, if you're looking to Christmas shop, send some gifts to your friends, you can digital gift all these games. So that's the video. I hope you found this informative, and maybe you saw something here that you liked. And if you did, make sure you comment below. What are you interested in buying? If you bought a game, make sure you comment below and say what games you're planning on picking up. I'll make sure to check it all out. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. Share this out on social media like Twitter and Facebook so more people can see these deals, because there are some pretty good ones in here. Subscribe to the channel if you're new or haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching this long video. I'm not even really sure how long it is. I try getting through it as fast as possible, but I really appreciate everybody watching. So I will see everybody in the next video. Have a good rest of the day. Later, guys.